We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Carlos, aka USS Too Fast, bringing another video for you guys. I know it's been a very long time. I think the last post I had was like back in August or something like that. So I've really apologized. I was really busy. School started back up, and obviously this is not my first job nor my second job. I just do this for, you know, shits and giggles and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I got for the ZL1. I'm not gonna even call it a mod because it's just a cold air intake. So the first thing I am doing to the ZL1 is installing the cold air intake. I ended up going with the big Gulp. That's the new one that they just came out with from Roto-Fab. So I'm pretty excited to check it out. It's up in this big box right here. We're gonna go ahead and take it all out, see what it comes with. And then I also purchased rock guards. So I had ZL1 add-on rock guards on my Charger for those who followed me on my previous car. So I ended up going with those. There was another company called ACS Composites. I put the link down below. I was going to get those, but those were a little more expensive, and ZL1 never failed me on my Charger, so I went ahead and just went with the same company in the first place. So pretty excited to put these back on, see if they, you know, do what they need to as far as like they did on my Charger. So let's go ahead, open the box and see what's inside and everything. So with this cold air intake, apparently you need a tune. A tune is required because of how big it is. It is a 5-inch cold air intake with the tubing. So here's the tube right here. It's pretty freaking huge. All right, that's pretty good size for the elbow. Here is, let's go ahead and get this box out real quick. Here's the filter. Man, it's pretty big. Right here. It's in red. So, there wasn't any color options or anything like that. I do believe you could probably get a color option, but I just didn't really matter to me, honestly. What else they got? And here. That's the entire ensemble. Alright, so obviously if you look closely, it's got all the gear that's required, obviously. The elbow, which is 5-inch inlet, outlet with the filter itself, which is pretty big, and then all the gear that's all right here. So let's go ahead, take everything out, see what it looks like in person. All right, so first thing first, huge shout out to Roto-Fab. This thing is definitely really well made. Just the material on here and how everything was packaged. This was inside a protective sleeve, then wrapped with plastic. This was wrapped in plastic, and obviously this is all inside the plastic, just as it needs to be. But I just want to say, yeah, huge shout out to Roto-Fab. So this is the big Gulp series for the 2019 ZL1 Camaro. I went with this one because there was many reviews on the big Gulp itself. And since Roto-Fab was already known for the Camaros, that's the main reason why I went with the Roto-Fab. And I'm glad that I waited because of the fact that the big Gulp was not out at the time when I bought this car. And the biggest thing about this one is the 5-inch tubing. The other cold air intake I was actually looking at was by Cold Air Inductions. Let's see if I can get you to see. This is the other one I was looking at, but this one was a lot more expensive. And this one was $750. So yeah, for the ZL1 6.2 Elite Carbon Series 2017 to 2019, and it only, Intake system includes about 24 horsepower and 21 torque increase. With the Roto-Fab, it was talking about a 30, which, I mean, it's not a huge gap, but Roto-Fab is known to be, you know, famous for the Camaros. Instead of boring you with the entire, oh, this is how you install this crap, we're just gonna go ahead, give you a few sound clips of what it sounds like without the cold air intake, and then maybe a few sound clips after it's installed. Alright, so unfortunately there's not much of a whine with these Camaros, but hopefully with the new cold air intake and everything, we'll be able to get a little bit more. It's not like, you know, the Hellcats where you install the leg maker intake and all of a sudden it makes that motherfucker whine like crazy. I wish that was the case, but obviously the supercharger on the Hellcats are bigger than the ones that are installed on the Camaros. But it's only the beginning, baby. So let's go ahead, put all this together. We're gonna try to install it and then I'll show you after.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are.
There's the stock intake, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn this up real quick. It's already dark outside, and it's only freaking like 4 or 5 o'clock. So there's the Roto-Fab cold air intake. This shit was a bitch to put in. That elbow, trying to make sure it was snug and on securely. But let's go ahead, start her up, see what she sounds like. Hopefully it makes a difference. We shall see. Actually, I'm gonna put the camera over here so you guys can hear it. So that's pretty crazy. So it did add a little bit of the whine. Hopefully you can hear it in the video. But I had it in sport mode the first time. Right now it's in sport mode. Put in track mode. So the first time it was in sport mode when I hit it, and then I put it in track mode. You heard the whine a little bit better when it was in track mode, so, but it sounds pretty cool. So let's go ahead and go for a quick spin, shall we? baby. Let's see. Let's see. Yo, 5% tint. You can't see a goddamn thing out the car. She's in sport mode right now. Oh shit, son. Damn. You could definitely hear the supercharger whine from the inside. I'm not sure if you can hear it in the video, but and it's way too cold for me to even hit it, so that's the shitty thing about it. Man, all right, Roto-Fab, I feel you. I see you. I see you. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this in the day, probably tomorrow, because you can barely hear the supercharger whine, probably in the video, but I could definitely hear it. It's way different. Handles, not the handling, but look, I barely hit on it and it's going. That's insane. I wonder if I put it in track mode just to see. Holy crap. That shit sounds crazy. So remember, this cold air intake requires a tune, so I'm gonna try to get that done sooner than later. Man, I hope you guys hear it. You can definitely hear it from inside the car. It definitely feels a lot different. Well, it's a little sneak peek for you guys. We'll get more video clips later because we're gonna have to. Because I know the video does no justice, and you can barely freaking see out my windows right now, so I'm trying not to act crazy, and especially in my neighborhood. Look, that's outside. That's my right window. There you go. Now you can actually fucking see. Yep. Let's see if you can hear it. It sounds pretty good. Sounds really, really good. Like I said, I know it's probably a shitty ass video for you guys to actually witness the supercharger whine and all that, but you know, I did what I could for now. You can definitely tell the difference, and you can hear it. Hopefully you can hear it in the video whenever I post this up and stuff. But we'll try to get more sound clips tomorrow in the daylight, and hopefully it's a lot warmer. It's supposed to be warmer either tomorrow or Sunday, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna have to install these after I wash the car. Like I said, these are those rock guards I told you about. Reason being is because it got the adhesive, if you look very closely, adhesive all the way from the top to the bottom on both of them. So I want to make sure those go on properly. I'm gonna have to wash the car probably tomorrow or Sunday. It's supposed to be good for now. And then it's supposed to start snowing. Don't pay attention to the Christmas crap. We haven't put it away yet. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like I said, thank you for keeping up with me and supporting me in all the videos that I've been doing and everything like that. I'm trying to bring more content. This isn't my only job if you've been following me since the beginning of my charger. So by all means, thank you one more time. Thank you for all your support, and hope you guys had a great new year, and y'all have a good one. Take it easy.